How learning English changed my life. Are you tired of your life routine? So in today's video I will tell you my personal story about why I decided to move abroad and learn English. Hey friends, welcome to another video. I'm going to start by telling you, as most of you know, I am from Colombia.
Colombia, tierra querida, hija de fe y armonía.
A Spanish-speaking country. I grew up in a small town close to Bogota, the capital city, and since I was a child, I used to listening music in English. I remember my classmate used to make fun of me because my music taste was different from them. Although I was not able to understand the lyrics, I was very interested in British and American singers. When we had access to internet for the first time, I started downloading a lot of music to my mini MP4. I don't know guys if you still remember these devices. I used to love them and I used to spend a lot of time listening music. When I finished high school, I moved to the city and I started studying accounting. That was the career that I could afford. I didn't have many choices. However, thank God I make a good decision. In my university, I had some English lessons, but unfortunately, like in my school and overall in my country, English lessons are not very good. They are only basic. They teach us only verb to be and basic vocabulary. As I was saying, my university was not an exception. English was very basic, so I was focused finishing my career and English was not a priority. Besides, I was working and studying at the same time, so you can imagine how chaotic was my life back in the days. But that's how I became financially independent from my family. When I was in the 7th semester, I got fed up. I got fed up from my job. I was working as an accountant assistant doing bank reconciliation full time, and I realized that I was not learning anything about my career. I do believe that where you learn is working and getting experience. So I resigned and I found a job in an accounting firm. I was excited at the beginning, and for me it was the best professional experience I had ever had. Long story short, I have to represent this company and run others companies' accountancy process. I had to visit clients, and it was the moment when I realized that speaking English was crucial. It was key to succeed in life. I had for the first time in my life foreigners clients where the reports, calls and all the communication was in English. I used to panic at the beginning because I didn't even know how to react to deal with this awkward situation where they were calling me and asking me things in English, so I didn't know what to do. When I finished my university and because of my clients, I began studying in an English academy in Bogota, and that's how I had my first proper English lesson, I could say. I enjoyed so much the fact that I was in touch with teachers, English speakers, going to the lesson, I had classmates and everything was in English. For me was so much fun. However, I was quite disappointed after a couple of months because I was not seeing any progress. What I was learning, I was forgetting. I had 3 lessons per week and it was not enough, especially because I was speaking Spanish with my family and friends, so it didn't have sense to spend time that way because of lack of practice. So what I did was to save some money and I booked an English course in the island of Malta. Malta is a small country located in Europe where English and Maltese are the official language. If you would like to hear more about Malta and why I chose this country over so many, let me know in the comments and I can make another video speaking about that. I came to Malta in 2019 and after my English course and all the hassle related to the pandemic, I decided to extend my stay in Malta. I wanted to practice more, and once you live in a European country, life perspective changes drastically, trust me. I have new friends from different parts of the world. I have been to 15 countries at least. I got a better job with a better wage, of course. I travel even with my family around Europe, and everything was possible because I learned English. If you want to make more money, my dear friends, the solution is here. It's easy. Learn English. I feel grateful because I was born in Colombia where we speak Spanish, and now that I'm able to speak English, I feel 10 times more confident. I can communicate almost with everybody. The two most spoken languages in the world. It is a privilege, but at the same time the result of many hours studying. It took me, let's say, around 4 years to get to this English level. Maybe some of you might think it's quite a lot, and still I don't speak perfect. Well, let me tell you something. Every person have a different process, and also we learned in different ways. Maybe your case is different, so congratulations. However, we are all different. So if you are still struggling after a lot of time, maybe years, don't worry, you are doing great. Keep it up and don't give up. My dream is one day speak fluent with a good accent, and I hope through these videos you can see and follow my process. I prefer to go slowly but surely. Like me, you can also make your dream come true, and through learning a second language, many good opportunities will come to your life. Trust me. So guys, that was all for today's video. I hope you get inspired by my story. So that was the purpose of this video. Don't forget to follow me on social media. Without anything else to say, I see you next week in a new video. Bye bye.